Hi guys, I'm back, Spencer$20 here. Today we're going to be looking at the algorithm. Does it exist? Is there really an algorithm in this game which puts you on losing and winning streaks? Well, I suspect that there is. We're going to take a look at that today. Now, if you're a Clash of Clans fan, or even a fan of Lost Phoenix, then you might recognize Glider. He's one of our best war attackers in the main clan. 3-star attacker, does it a lot with witches, queen walks, that kind of thing. And he's here now in Lost Phoenix in Clash Royale. So he's a level 10, he's way past me, he's gemmed more than me. I've barely gemmed at all, guys. And he uses 2 different decks. He is a dog with 2 decks. And there is a reason for that. Now, he says that it's to keep it interesting. I can understand that. It does make it more interesting if you can just switch up decks and you can go and attack. So this is one of the decks that he uses. This one includes the 3 Musketeers, pretty popular right now. Now, we'll take a look at him battling with Aga Zaid from the Turkish Republic. Now, the question is, have you noticed in Clash Royale when you go on a winning streak, let's say you win 100 or 200 trophies, then all of a sudden something goes wrong and you just cannot win. You lose maybe all of those 100 or 200 trophies and you collapse back down. It's rage-inducing, it drives you crazy. And what is the reason for that? Is it because you've been playing too long and you just forgot how to play? I don't believe that it is. I genuinely think there is an algorithm which means that after a certain point, after you've won a certain number of battles, that you are then pitted against other people who are also on a winning streak, which also means at some point you're going to hit somebody who's also been winning and they are going to beat you. Now, I think to combat that, one of the ways is to be good with 2 different decks, because of course at different trophy levels, different decks seem to be effective, and if your deck is effective against a very popular deck which is being used a lot, then that is one of the best decks that you can have. And you obviously need to change up your deck as the other popular decks change. Now, if you have a secondary deck, once you've lost your first battle after your 200 trophy rise, then I think the best idea is switch to your second deck, and then you have a much better chance of continuing your rise in trophies. Let me know, guys, in the comments if this works for you, or if you think you've noticed that this algorithm exists. I think it probably does. It makes absolute perfect sense, because if I was a developer of the game, obviously when you rage, when you can't seem to win, that is when you're going to buy gems. It's certainly when I would buy gems if I just can't seem to win. I just think maybe if my troops were just a little bit higher, I would be able to continue my climb. So I definitely think if they're not doing that, it would be very strange. It makes perfect sense to do it. But you guys, let me know in the comments. So let's get back to this battle, which Glider is doing right now, and we're hoping that we're going to see him 3-crown someone. After all, he's a 3-star, 3-crown king. So this is his first deck. This was actually a battle done before the reset. I think he had about 3,000, maybe 3,500 trophies at the time, which is pretty impressive up in Legend League. I know he's using the Minion Horde. One of my favorite cards is definitely the Minion Horde, because if you can get a Minion Horde onto a tower, as Glider has done, and especially if you freeze it, the Minion Horde is one of the fastest ways to take down a tower, other than maybe the Giant Pecker. But it takes a hell of a long time to get your Giant Pecker out and to get it over to the towers. The Minion Horde, they're pretty fast. So here he is, he's got the 3 Musketeers. They will absolutely annihilate Hogs had they been a little bit further back, but it doesn't matter. The Minion Horde have pretty great defense for that, and they've taken down the King Tower in no time. If you can get 3 Musketeers on a King Tower, you won't be waiting long before you have a dollar destruction. So let's have a look at his other deck. What we've got here, so this is a Prince deck. Prince decks are pretty popular high up in the trophies. Certainly Prince Pecker is one of the most popular decks right now. It's certainly one that people have been talking about. I am going to do a video on entirely focused on the Prince Pecker deck, but this is the deck that that Glider is using. So it also comes along with a Princess and a Wizard. Neither of these 2 cards, by the way, which I have. And he uses the Elixir Pump not just to collect elixir, but also as a distraction. So if people are sending hogs, if people are sending, for example, you'll see this golem start heading towards the middle, that is pretty useful, because then you can sneak around the back of the wizard, and you can take down the wizard. Once that wizard is gone, if you happen to have a minion horde, won't take you long to get rid of this golem. Now, unfortunately, here comes a level 7 balloon. I would love to have a level 7 balloon. I think mine's about level 3. This balloon will destroy a tower in no time. Tower has gone down, but he's got a princess out, and as soon as this freeze finishes, he's also got the wizard. That rage spell was a little bit of a waste. Placed it at the wrong time. He's kind of wasted that rage because his balloon was already destroyed. Now, he got a minion horde just onto that tower, just in time before the arrows came. Now, the thing about the minion horde, you need to time it just right, but look at what he's got in there now. He's got a giant P.E.K.K.A. and the Dark Prince and Ice Wizard. There is really no way he's going to be able to defend that. Not a lot he could do about that. Had he dropped any spammy troops, he had the Ice Wizard backing up the giant P.E.K.K.A. That's what you need to do. And so now it's time for me to battle him. Okay, guys, I'm going to battle with Glider. I'm going to use my standard Nidra deck, so be interested to see what actually happens with his deck when we go for this. So I don't know which one he's actually going to use. He hasn't told me in advance. Oh, it's one with a Giant Larry. I'm not a big fan of Giant Larrys. I hate playing against Giant Larrys. I find it really awkward having to drag them all over the place, keep them away from my tower. There he is with his elixir pump distraction. I managed to get my goblin barrel onto it, so he's defended that with some goblins. I'm going to drag this giant Larry towards the middle and defend these other goblins with my spear goblins. Hopefully, if these barbarians are destroyed, which they weren't, they managed to get onto that Valkyrie. Valkyries are pretty tanky. It will make it as far as my tower. Got to wait for the princess to target the tower before we drop the minion horde, otherwise it'll target them. Damn it! He's got the arrows. Would have been nice to kind of have a push on there. I had my freeze spell ready, just in case he didn't have arrows ready, and I might have been able to get his tower in one go. Although I assume he's probably got a nice wizard, might have been able to slow me down a little bit. I'm waiting for him to place something now. Oh, it's the Three Musketeers. Okay, I can deal with those using my lightning. Takes down 3 troops. Just got to be careful. Got to wait till they're in the right position. You could choose to take 2 of them down and hit the tower as well. Didn't want to do that. I didn't want to have to deal with one of those musketeers. Probably not the best placement of these spear goblins, but there really wasn't a lot else I could have done with those. Kind of sacrificed them against that Valkyrie. My tower is taking a little bit of a beating. I've got to wait for this princess to target the tower. Then I'll get her with the barbarians. She doesn't do a lot of damage. What was that? Maybe 100? Oh, minion horde, quickly fire off the arrows. Arrows always feel so slow. My barbarians were very damaged by the time I got my arrows off. So we're kind of equal on our left-hand side towers now. Excuse me. Okay, angry face, angry face, angry face. This is going to be close. This is going to be close. Does he have his arrows ready? I can't remember when he last used them. Should I freeze? Should I freeze? Oh, freeze. Oh, he tricked me. Help, friends, I was tricked by a guinea pig. He dropped the goblins, making me think he had no arrows, so I used my freeze. That was sneaky. That was pretty smart. That was pretty smart. I'm going to lose my minion horde to this princess. I guess I'm going to have to lightning the elixir pump and the princess. I'm in serious trouble, though, now, guys. I'm throwing everything to defend against my left-hand side tower. Maybe I shouldn't be defending. Maybe I should just be going for his tower, but I don't want to be 3-crowned. Oh, I dropped them too early. I thought the bomb was going to go off much earlier than that. He's laughing at me. I dropped my barbarians right on top of the giant Larry's bomb. Here we go. Fire off my goblin barrel. See if I can get this. Come on, free. Oh, the arrows. Come on, lightning. Is my lightning strong enough to take 350? I think it's about 330 or something. I don't think I can do this. Oh, 36 left. Damn you. Well done, Glider. Oh dear. Okay, that was a pretty poor showing by me. I did the best that I could, though. Let's have a good laugh at that. I'll probably do a couple more battles with Glider. That was kind of fun. I'll play his other deck. Thank you guys for watching. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you believe that algorithm is actually in effect in Clash Royale, and let me know if using 2 decks does change things a little bit for you. I did beat Glider, by the way. I wasn't completely pathetic. I did beat him in the next battle that we had. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back a little bit later. We're playing some more Evil Bane, and I've upgraded to some epic armor. But until then, you guys take care. Send everyone!